Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. This is Miguel with season 2 of How to Combine the DC deck building sets. And this is our 10th deck profile for the season. In this episode, we'll be covering Arkham Asylum. In this setup, your oversized characters will include Mr. Freeze, Harley Quinn, the Joker, Killer Croc, the Penguin, the Riddler, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman. Your starting deck will include 6 punches, 3 vulnerabilities, and 1 starter card based on your character. We have Cryosuit, Button Lou, Expendable Lackeys, Bloodthirst, Trick Umbrella, Riddle Me This, Doctor of Fear, Two-Headed Coin, Eco-Terrorist, and Burglary. Your Nemesis stack will include James Gordon, Huntress, Orphan, Robin, Azrael, Batwoman, Red Hood, Batgirl, Catwoman, Red Robin, Nightwing, and Batman. Along with your main deck, you will have a Weakness, Henchman, and Hostage stack. Weakness cards in this set will have the wording, "You may pay 1 VP to release this card. Put the release card on the bottom of the deck or stack where it began the game." Henchman cards will have the wording, "+2 power, you may surge. Surge at the top card of the main deck to the lineup." Hostage cards will be an ongoing with a different effect. Some will have the ongoing text, "Release this card to release themselves." In addition to the stacks, we will have VP tokens, a bribe tile, a Two-Face coin, freeze tokens, and Riddler tokens. Some cards will require you to pay VP tokens. You can gain VP tokens from the supply based on the card effect. The VP token supply is unlimited. In the rare instance that you run out of tokens, you can either use other tokens or dice to track how many VP tokens you have. The bribe tile states, during your turn, you may use VP tokens to pay the bribe cost on a card in the lineup to play that card. Place the bribe card next to this tile before resolving its text. It is no longer in the lineup and cannot be bought. During your turn, you control cards next to this tile. End of turn. Put all cards next to this tile on the bottom of the main deck in the order they were bribed. The Two-Face coin will be available to any player with a card effect that requires a coin flip. When you freeze a card, set it under its owner's freeze token. You own the cards under your freeze token, but they are no longer part of your hand or discard pile. After you shuffle your discard pile to make it your deck, place all cards under the freeze token into your discard pile. At the end of the game, cards still under your freeze token are returned to your deck. The Riddler begins the game with 8 face-down tokens, which can be attached to the lineup slot. When a foe gains or plays a card from a slot with a Riddler token, they reveal and resolve the token, then discard it. If the token includes an attack, the Riddler resolves it against that foe. Tokens attached to cards that leave the lineup without being gained or played are discarded unrevealed. If the token stack runs out, shuffle the discarded tokens to create a new stack. The Riddler may look at unrevealed Riddler tokens at any time from the lineup and does not activate tokens attached to cards they gain or play. For the theme of the main deck, we're going to focus on the movie Batman Assault on Arkham in order to use cards from the Suicide Squad. For availability, we're pulling from the original set through Arkham Asylum, Rivals 1 through 4, Crisis 1 through 4, Crossover Pack 1 through 10, and Crossover Crisis 1. For consistency, the main deck will be at 130 cards with 30 heroes, villains, equipment, and superpowers with 10 locations. And now the deck profile. At cost 2, we have doubles of Commissioner Gordon. Commissioner Gordon is an early game defense that can generate VP tokens over the course of the game whenever he is used to avoid an attack. At cost 3, we have doubles of Harvey Bullock, Titus, Catwoman, and Batwoman. Harvey Bullock has the effect Bribe 2 VP, plus 2 power, and choose a foe. Attack. That foe discards a card. Harvey Bullock combines power and an attack effect, making him a solid all-around pickup that can be bribed to be played earlier. Titus has the effect plus 2 power, defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card and gain the bottom card of the hostage stack and put it into your hand. Titus provides both power and defense while also helping you gain hostages, making him valuable if you can take advantage of the hostage synergy. Catwoman works well in the mid to late game where VP tokens are being generated, allowing you to steal them from opponents with her attack. Catwoman can serve dual purposes in providing power and draw support. At cost 4, we have doubles of Crispus Allen, Leslie Tompkins, Ragman, Amanda Waller, and Huntress. Crispus Allen has the effect plus 2 power, defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. You may release a hostage you control or in your discard pile to draw 2 additional cards. Crispus Allen is a strong defense card that can turn hostages into additional card draw, helping fuel larger turns. Leslie Tompkins has the effect draw a card. You may destroy a card in your hand. Leslie Tompkins provides both draw and card destruction, making her useful for improving deck quality throughout the game. Ragman has the effect plus 2 power. If you play or have played a villain this turn, gain 1 VP. Ragman rewards villain heavy strategies by generating VP tokens whenever you play a villain. Amanda Waller can either give plus 2 power or destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If you destroy a villain, she can generate even more power. Huntress helps improve deck consistency by removing unwanted cards from your discard pile before they cycle back into your deck. At cost 5, we have singles of Nightwing, Robin, with doubles of The Signal and Spoiler. Nightwing provides draw support in equipment-heavy builds, rewarding you for repeatedly revealing equipment cards. Robin can generate additional power in equipment-heavy decks while still replacing himself with a card draw if you fail to reveal an equipment. The Signal has the effect plus 2 power. If you control a superpower, draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. The Signal rewards superpower builds by providing both power and deck filtering through its draw and discard effect. Spoiler has the effect Bribe 3 VP, plus 2 power, attack. Each foe gains a weakness. Spoiler is a standard attack card that can dish out weakness cards to each foe in order to clog their decks with undesirable cards and can be used earlier if you bribe her. At cost 6, we have singles of Batwing, Renee Montoya, and Tim Drake. Batwing has the effect +2 power. If you play or have played an equipment this turn, additional +2 power. Batwing is a reliable source of power that becomes stronger in equipment-focused strategies. Renee Montoya has the effect +3 power. You may release a hostage you control to put a hero with cost 8 or less from your discard pile into your hand. Renee Montoya can turn hostages into recursion, allowing you to recover key heroes from your discard pile. Tim Drake supports hero-focused builds by recovering heroes while also helping you acquire additional equipment from the lineup. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Gotham Girl. Gotham Girl has the effect +4 power. If you control a superpower, draw a card. Gotham Girl provides a strong amount of power and becomes even better in superpower-focused decks by adding card draw on top of her power generation. For villains, at cost 2, we have doubles of Harley Quinn and Deadshot. Harley Quinn is most effective in the early game, disrupting opponents by forcing a starter back on top of their deck and slowing down their draws. Deadshot can disrupt opponents throughout the game, becoming more effective as their decks improve and they become more likely to discard useful cards from the top of their deck. At cost 3, we have doubles of Killer Moth, Poison Ivy, and Man-Bat. Killer Moth has the effect, draw a card. If you play or have played a superpower, gain 1 VP. Killer Moth provides both card draw and VP token generation, making him a solid pickup for superpower-focused strategies. Poison Ivy can disrupt opponents while filling their decks with weaknesses, making her a strong source of early game pressure. Man-Bat serves as a defense card that can also steal VP tokens from attackers, which is useful in the set that rewards VP token generation. At cost 4, we have doubles of Jervis Tetch, Firefly, Solomon Grundy, The Blight, and Killer Frost. Jervis Tetch has the effect Bribe 2 VP. Reveal the top card of each player's deck. You may play one of the revealed cards. If you play another player's card, return it at the end of your turn or when it leaves play. Jervis Tetch can let you play powerful cards from the top of any player's deck and can be bribed to be played sooner. Firefly has the effect Bribe 3 VP. +2 power and choose a foe. Attack. Put an ongoing card that foe controls into their discard pile. Firefly can attack to remove ongoing cards, making him useful against ongoing/hostage heavy strategies and can be bribed to be played sooner. Solomon Grundy has the effect +2 power, defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card and gain 1 VP. Solomon Grundy provides both power and defense while generating VP tokens whenever he is used to avoid an attack. The Blight can either give +2 power or destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If you destroy a superpower, he can generate even more power. Killer Frost is an effective answer to locations and can draw a card if her attack fails to affect any opponents. At cost 5, we have doubles of Kite Man and Punchline. Kite Man has the effect Bribe 3 VP. You may put a card with cost 2 or less from your discard pile into your hand. Draw a card. Kite Man provides recursion and card draw, helping you recover useful low-cost cards while maintaining hand size. Punchline has the effect Draw a card. You may destroy a card in the lineup. If you do, Surge. Defense, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card and you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Punchline offers draw support, lineup control, and a defense effect, making her one of the most versatile cards in the main deck. At cost 6, we have singles of Professor Pig, Despero, and Copperhead. Professor Pig has the effect, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. You may discard a hostage you control to gain a card with cost 4 or less from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. Professor Pig provides card filtering and can convert hostages into additional card gain, making him valuable in hostage-focused strategies. Despero is a staple card that can draw 2 and attack a player to make them discard a card with cost 1 or greater, helping both your deck and hindering your opponents. Copperhead can increase the number of cards in the lineup before launching an attack, making him effective in villain-heavy decks. At cost 7, we have single copies of Bane, Black Mask, and Joker's Daughter. Bane has the effect plus 4 power. If you control an equipment, draw a card. Bane is a strong source of power that also provides card draw in equipment-focused decks. Black Mask has the effect plus 3 power, end of game. This card is worth 1 VP for each different bribe card in your deck. Black Mask rewards you for collecting bribe cards throughout the game, becoming a significant source of victory points by the end of the game. Joker's Daughter can help cycle through your deck by turning unwanted cards into card draw and VP token generation, making her useful for improving deck consistency while providing your VP tokens. For equipment, at cost 2, we have doubles of Dual Weapons and Eskrima Sticks. Dual Weapons has the effect plus 1 power. You may pay 1 VP less to bribe cards this turn. Dual Weapons provides a small amount of power while making bribe cards easier to play throughout the game. Eskrima Sticks offers equipment recursion, allowing you to reuse cost 3 or lower equipment cards from your discard pile. At cost 3, we have doubles of Crowbar, Giant Mallet, and Riddler Cane. Crowbar has the effect plus 2 power. You may discard a hostage you control to destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Crowbar combines power with card destruction, making it useful in hostage-focused builds that can fuel its effects. Giant Mallet has the effect Bribe 2 VP, plus 2 power. Look at the top card of your deck, discard it or return it. Giant Mallet provides power and deck filtering, helping improve the quality of your future draws and can be bribed to be played sooner. Riddler Cane has the effect you may pay 1 less to buy cards from the lineup this turn. Defense, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, gain 1 VP. Riddler Cane makes it easier to buy cards from the lineup while also serving as a defense card that can generate VP tokens over the course of the game. At cost 4, we have doubles of Bat Cycle, Bazooka, Death Trap, Secret Society Communicator, and Batarang. Bat Cycle has the effect plus 2 power. If you play or have played a hero this turn, gain 1 VP. Bat Cycle rewards hero-focused strategies by generating VP tokens whenever its condition is met. Bazooka has the effect plus 2 power. You may destroy a card in the lineup. If you do, Surge. Bazooka provides both power and lineup control, allowing you to destroy unwanted cards and replace them with a Surge. Death Trap has the effect plus 2 power. Attack. Each foe answers the question. Does the top card of your deck cost more than 2? Then reveals the top card of their deck. Each foe that guessed incorrectly gains a weakness. Death Trap can pressure opponents by forcing them to guess the top card of their deck and give them weaknesses for being wrong. Secret Society Communicator can either give +2 power or destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If you destroy a hero, it can generate even more power. Batarang is a reliable defense card that can also provide additional power and card draw when used. At cost 5, we have doubles of Fear Toxin and Time Bomb. Fear Toxin has the effect +2 power and choose a foe. Attack. That foe puts a card with cost 0 from their hand or discard pile on top of their deck. Fear Toxin can disrupt opponents by forcing a starter or weakness card back on top of their deck, making it effective against players who have not fully cleaned up their decks. Time Bomb has the effect +2 power, defense. Reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack. If you do, discard this card unless you discard a hostage you control, then draw a card. Time Bomb serves as a defense card that can be reused throughout hostage synergy, helping preserve its value over multiple turns. At cost 6, we have single copies of Freeze Gun, Scarface, with doubles of Broadsword. Freeze Gun has the effect Bribe for VP, +3 power, attack. Each foe freezes a card with cost 4 or greater in their hand or discard pile. Freeze Gun combines power generation, deck, and hand disruption, making it a strong all-around card that can be bribed to be used earlier. Scarface has the effect +2 power. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put a revealed villain into your hand, discard any revealed cards, and put the rest back in any order. Scarface supports villain-focused builds by helping you find villains while improving deck quality through deck filtering. Broadsword is an effective attack that can remove low-cost cards from opponents' discard piles, disrupting strategies that rely on recursion. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Red Hood Helmet and Boomerang. Red Hood Helmet has the effect +3 power. Gain 1 VP for each villain you play or have played this turn. Red Hood Helmet rewards villain-heavy strategies by turning each villain you play into additional VP token generation. Boomerang can help keep pace with opponents who draw large numbers of cards by rewarding you whenever they add cards to their hand. For superpowers at cost 2, we have doubles of Let Chance Decide and Insanity from Rivals 1. Let Chance Decide has the effect Bribe to VP. +1 power, reveal the top card of your deck. If its cost is even, including 0, draw it, otherwise discard it. Let Chance Decide provides a small amount of power while replacing itself with card draw, making it more reliable in decks with even cost cards and can be bribed to be played earlier. Rivals 1 Insanity is an inexpensive card that can be picked up early when you do not want to gain a hostage or henchman. At cost 3, we have doubles of Arms Deal, Criminally Insane, and Cannibalism. Arms Deal has the effect Draw a Card. If you play or have played an equipment this turn, gain a VP. Arms Deal provides card draw and rewards equipment-focused strategies with additional VP generation. Criminally Insane has the effect Draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Criminally Insane Offers strong deck filtering by drawing 2 cards and letting you set up your next draw. Cannibalism has the effect bribe to VP, +2 power. If you play or have played a villain this turn, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Cannibalism provides power and card destruction, making it effective in villain-focused builds while being able to be bribed. At cost 4, we have doubles of Heads You Live, Tails You Die, Hypnotic Pheromones, Super Intellect, and Chlorokinesis. Heads You Live has the effect, choose a card in the lineup, then flip a coin. Heads, bribe the card for 0 VP. Tails, destroy the chosen card and gain VPs equal to its VP value. Asterisk is 3. Heads You Live offers flexible lineup control, either gaining the card for free or turning it into VP tokens, depending on the outcome of the coin flip. Tails You Die has the effect, +2 power, and flip a coin. Heads, you may pay 1 VP less to bribe cards this turn. Tails, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Tails You Die offers flexibility by either reducing the VP cost of bribe cards or helping thin your deck through card destruction, making it useful throughout the game. Hypnotic Pheromones has the effect, +1 power and gain a VP. Defense, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put an ongoing card from your discard pile into your hand and draw a card. Hypnotic Pheromones provides VP token support and defense while also helping you recover ongoing cards from your discard pile. Super Intellect can either give you +2 power or destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. If you destroy an equipment, it can generate even more power. Chlorokinesis can disrupt opponents by controlling what they draw, making it useful against players who rely on setting up powerful turns. At cost 5, we have doubles of Homicidal Mania and Mind Control. Homicidal Mania has the effect, +1 power and draw a card. If you destroy or have destroyed a card this turn, additional +2 power. Homicidal Mania rewards destruction heavy strategies by providing additional power whenever you destroy cards. Mind Control has the effect, +2 power. You may discard a hostage you control to reveal the top card of the main deck. If it's an ongoing card, gain it and put it into your hand. Otherwise, bribe it for 0 VP. Mind Control can convert hostages into card gain, helping you acquire ongoing cards or gain access to cards from the main deck without paying for their cost. At cost 6, we have a single copy of World's Greatest Detective, Iced Over, and doubles of Hulking Strength. World's Greatest Detective is the standard reveal to defend card that gives you +1 power and draws a card when played. Iced Over can generate VP tokens while restricting access to valuable cards, making it useful for both scoring and disrupting opponents with freeze tokens. Hulking Strength has the effect, +3 power, and you may destroy a card in the lineup. If you destroyed a card with cost 5 or greater this way, you may destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. Hulking Strength provides a large amount of power and can improve deck quality by destroying cards from the lineup and your own deck. At cost 7, we have single copies of Criminal Enterprise and Unleash the Inmates. Criminal Enterprise has the effect, gain 3 VPs, reveal the bottom 3 cards of the main deck, add any of them to the lineup and destroy the rest. Criminal Enterprise generates VP tokens while giving you control over the lineup by adding desirable cards and removing unwanted cards. Unleash the Inmates has the effect draw 3 cards, then discard a card with cost 1 or greater. Unleash the Inmates provides a large burst of card draw, helping you assemble powerful turns and cycle through your deck quickly. For locations, at cost 4, we have singles of GCPD, HQ, Abandoned Warehouse, Blackgate Prison, and Iron Heights. GCPD HQ has the effect ongoing. You pay 1 less to bribe heroes and equipment. GCPD HQ makes hero and equipment cards easier to bribe, helping you acquire key cards. Abandoned Warehouse has the effect ongoing. You pay 1 BP less to bribe villains and superpowers. Abandoned Warehouse makes villains and superpowers easier to bribe, helping you play key cards. Blackgate Prison is a great way to generate VPs from its effect of destroying vulnerability or weakness cards revealed through its effect. Iron Heights functions as an ongoing defense that becomes easier to use as you accumulate more VP tokens throughout the game. At cost 5, we have single copies of Ace Chemical Plant, Iceberg Lounge, and New York City. Ace Chemical Plant rewards destruction heavy strategies by generating VP tokens the first time you destroy a card each turn. Iceberg Lounge rewards discard based strategies by generating VP tokens the first time you discard a card each turn. New York City provides buy access to cards from the destroyed pile at the cost of destroying the top card of the main deck. At cost 6, we have single copies of Arkham Asylum, Earth 3. Arkham Asylum has the effect ongoing. Once per turn, you may add the bottom card of the main deck to the lineup. If you do, you pay 1 less to bribe or buy that card this turn. Arkham Asylum helps add cards to the lineup while making specific cards easier to acquire, providing both control and cost reduction during your turn. Blackgate Prison is a great way to generate VPs with its effect of destroying a punch card revealed through its effect. At cost 7, we have a single copy of Level 7. Level 7 works well in this set because VP tokens are easier to generate, allowing you to provide card draw while also stealing VP tokens from opponents. In closing, that's just one way to combine the DC deck building sets. Remember, there's no single correct way to build your main deck. These videos are here to inspire ideas and start conversations. What would you change? Should Cryptozoic create another villain style set? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all the YouTube things. I'll see you on the next one.